I'm ready to start removing all this material in the center, hollowing out, adding all sorts of texture into the center of this section here. So what I've done, just to speed the process a little bit and to keep me on the straight and narrow, is to drill depth holes, certain depth, removes a certain amount of material, and it also keeps me honest when it comes to depth. I'm drawing these slightly curved arcs on here to give me something to follow. The outer section here has all been carved. Now I just have to work away this inner section a little bit. I have the shelf clamped in my vise here. I'm just adding some texture to this edge. Just using a little wee V-gouge. You might also be able to see these lines here. They're at a specific angle, and I've put them on with my sliding T-bevel, just to keep me aligned as I go along the edge of this board. I just finished smoothing this surface with one of my hand planes. I still have the layout line here. So this part is flat, but this part it has a slight angle to it, and it's also going to be entirely textured by the time I'm done. One of the last bits of texture to add is on this top surface of the shelf here. I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. I've laid it out first just to keep me within the boundaries here. It's a fun process. As long as this gouge is sharp. If this gouge isn't sharp, yeah, it's an awful time. I'm going to have to be working up to this line. So once I get pretty close to it, I'm going to have to be quite careful. I'm aiming to take off the entire surface so that the only part of this surface you can see is a carved surface. I don't want to leave any flats in between all of these little texture sections. Okay, I have my back rail here. This section here I just finished. It's rebated to fit nicely with the notch in the main shelf. Now what I'm going to do is add some grooves to this section here, across the front and just a little bit across the side. So the first thing I'm going to do is use a little square. I already have a line an inch from the bottom and an inch from the top. I'll just darken those. And I'm going to add a couple more lines just to help keep me straight as I work my way across this. Ready to put a finish on this shelf, and for part of the shelf, for the back brace and for the support underneath, I'm going to be using a milk paint. I've taped off this section because this is where the bracket is going to be glued to this back rail. Also taped off this section because that's where this is where the back rail will join to the shelf. This is the final look that I'm going to go for. This color is called Champlain, and it's from Homestead House Paint Company. Put on a couple coats, lightly sand off to reveal some of the wood underneath, and then I'll put an oil on top of that. I have 3 coats of milk paint on here now, and I'm just going to take this is a 220 grit paper, not only smooth all the surfaces, but just barely sand through some of this paint along some of the edges and especially around this this carving here. You don't need to take much off, just a little bit. This is 100% natural hemp oil, and I'm just going to rub a couple coats on over top of the milk paint.